First, by thanking the drivers from participating in this event, coming from all over the United States, and the sponsors, of course, that have given good hard cash to participate in today's event. Let me start off right now with number one, Real Estate One. That's Steve Gillette, the sponsor with a whole host of realtors. Roger Newell, the driver from Asante, Minnesota. Car number 5, 4th Street Auto Care. Rick Kilborn, the sponsor. Randy Brown, the driver from East Lansing, Michigan. Number 6, Billings Feed Store. Rick and Scott Johnson, the sponsors. Gary Croma, the driver from Lake Worth, Florida. A dual sponsorship. B&B Collision, car number 7, along with S&K Muffler. Randy Bowden, the sponsor. Sonny Brown, the driver from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Daily Tribune car. Keith Sternad, the sponsor. Rick Vinegar, all the way from Buffalo, Texas. The number 13 car, Broussard, Pontiac, Buick, and now I guess Daewoo. Judy Broussard, the sponsor. Randy Erb, the driver from Grant, Michigan. Number 16, another dual sponsorship. Dugan's Irish Pub, along with Holiday Market. Larry Payne, the sponsor. Greg Bartman, the driver from Flint, Michigan. Royal Oak Department of Public Service, car number 17. Greg Russell, representing the fellows over there at DPS. Tim Bloom, the driver from Scotts, Michigan. Give a Christmas year-round. Samantha Baumgarten, the sponsor. Carol Buck, the driver from Louisville, Kentucky. Car number 20, Northwood Shopping Center. Our hosts for today's event, Tim Winter, the sponsor. Dale Hall, the driver from Lansing, Michigan. Car number 21, a Royal Oak Optimus. John Dickerson, the sponsor. Mike Johnson, the driver from Pendleton, Indiana. Number 22, Royal Oak Chamber of Commerce. Sheila Bryce, the sponsor. John Dallaire, the driver from Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Take them out, Don.
Car number 24, Augers Auto Body Collision. Mike Auger, the sponsor. Carl Sweet from Lansing, Michigan, the driver. Number 25, Clausen Rotary. I see Herb Glenn out there, the sponsor. Randy Baker, the driver from Toledo, Ohio. Car number 26, Jimmy's Restaurant. Sam Palace, the sponsor. Mark Rico from Greenwood, Indiana, the driver. Dr. Thane Ostroff, car number 27. Dr. Thane Ostroff, the sponsor. Tony Nissinger, the driver, all the way from Riverside, California. Car number 28, Royal Oak Lions Club. Maureen Elliott, the sponsor. Dwight Smith, the driver from Crestwood, Kentucky. Car number 33, Oakland Press. Kristen West, the sponsor. Gene Van Lanker, the driver from Hazlet, Michigan. Boys and Girls Club of South Oakland County, car number 43. Brent Tillinger, the sponsor. Jim Dooley, the driver from Palm Springs, California. Car number 56, J.S. Chamberlain. I don't know who's out there, Jim, Bill, or Gene, but Mark Aldrich is the driver from Angola, Indiana. Car number 58, Clausen Chamber of Commerce. Mary Kalinowski, the sponsor. Doug McCullum from Lapeer, Michigan, the driver. Car number 74, Royal Oak Kiwanis. Bob Geimer, the sponsor. Jay Kilmore, the driver from Irvine, California. Car number 75, Royal Oak Rotary. Sheila Lake, the sponsor. Chuck Beeman, the driver from Highland, California. Car number 77, Bob Murray, the sponsor from Contract Design. Rick Gauger, the driver from Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 90, Eaton Automotive. Laura Joseph, the sponsor. Brent Gottfried, the driver from Toledo, Ohio. And to round out the lineup, car number 100, Beaumont Hospital, Jim Barrett, the sponsor. Big John Zubak, the driver from Warren, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Nice round of applause for these drivers that have come from all over the United States. And of course, start this off, the Service Club Challenge Race. A trophy in the offering for the winner of this race, 35 laps. I'm sorry, it's 50 laps. 50 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off, number 28, Royal Oak Lions Club. Dwight Smith, the driver from Crestwood, Kentucky. The number 25 car, Clausen Rotary. Randy Baker, the driver from Toledo, Ohio. The number 22 car, Royal Oak Chamber of Commerce. John Dallaire, the driver from Sterling Heights, Michigan. The number 58 car, Clausen Chamber of Commerce. Doug McCullum, the driver from Lapeer, Michigan. The number 43 car, Boys and Girls Club of South Oakland County. Jim Dooley, the driver from Palm Springs, California. The number 21 car, Royal Oak Optimist. Mike Johnson, the driver from Pemberton, Indiana. The number 74 car, Royal Oak Kiwanis. Jay Kimbrough, the driver from Irvine, California. And the last car in the Service Club Challenge race, Royal Oak Rotary, Chuck Beeman, the driver from Highland, California. fight to get a car into this race. Royal Lions Club still in the lead. Next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a practice lap. Second, and number 58 is Clausen Chamber of Commerce in third. 74 is bumped to the rear. 74 is Kiwanis. If you cause the accident, ladies and gentlemen, you get put in the back of the pack. Chamber of Commerce in third, and in fourth place we have the Clausen Rotary Club. That's Clausen Chamber. Stop. Red is stop. We have personnel on the track. Well, that was the Clausen Rotary Club taking a little break there on the infield. Crestwood, Kentucky. Number 58, Clausen Chamber.
Told her even with the shades on, she looks cool when she's sleeping.
There's Brent's hard-working crew chief. Exhausting from wrenching all night on this car. Now, Mr. Brent has had to take over not only as driver, but as crew chief, head mechanic, tire changer, gas man, and HWIC, head wop in charge.
And winning all day in order to qualify for the feature event.
Grand National Royal Oak 2001. Some of the spectators around this portable track.
Every 50 laps, we'll have a pit stop. Every 50 laps, we'll have a pit stop. Let me start to set the lineup for the 200 lap feature. Number 1, Real Estate 1. Roger Newell, the driver from Winona, Minnesota. The number 27 car, Dr. Thane Ostroff, Tony Nasinger from Riverside, California. Clausen Chamber of Commerce, Doug McCullum, the driver from Lapeer, Michigan. The number 6 car, Billings Feed Store, Gary Crum, the driver from Lake Worth, Florida.
That are coming down Woodward and coming here to give away the other Harley. Why? I don't know if I can really have fun. I was gonna tell. But I believe we're waiting on these Harleys. 200 of them.
The number 13 car,
You know,
Broussard Pontiac Buick, Randy Erb, the driver from Grand, Michigan. The number 5 car, 4th Street Auto, Randy Brown, the driver from East Lansing, Michigan. B&B S&K, the number 7 car, Sonny Brown, the driver from Indianapolis, Indiana. 28, Royal Oak Lions Club, Dwight Smith, the driver from Crestwood, Kentucky. The number 56 car, J.S. Chamberlain. Mark Aldrich, the driver from Angola, Indiana. The last car in the A main, the 200 lap feature, number 9, the Daily Tribune. Rick Vinegar, the driver from Buffalo, Texas.
you guys need to top off after you warm up. You know what, 50?
35 miles I had down my club.
And the driver.
Every 50 laps, we will have to have a fuel stop. One, 27, 58, 6, 13, 5, 7, 28, 56, and 9. 47 is in third place. Stopped at lap 49. They'll stop again at lap 100 and stop again after that at lap 150.
One going out.
Lap number 50. Real Estate One in first. second place, number 13. B&B S&K number 7. The yellow car is in third place.
Fighting keeps going a lap down.
Last number 96. Right now, into the pits.
And
We're
like
on
I
the
say,
track.
going a lap down.
All the way up, all the way up. That's number 27 in the lead. That's Dr. Clay Ostrom. Number 7, B&B S&K, is in second. In third place is Royal Oak Lions, number 28.
Got a body clip right there. Go!
Just walk around this whole place.
27, 7, 28, and 1. There's only 4 carts and a lead lap, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty good.
And that's 27, 7, 28, and 1.
Yeah.
58 and 13 are 1 lap now.
He was working it.
Laps completed, another 100 laps to go.
send 27 to the tail.
Yes, we'll tighten the track up a little bit.
He hit him.
Red flag, red flag. Oh, it's good.
Oh, 27 hit him. He should have gone to the rear.
We're at lap number 116 of 200.
He's gonna get a free one there.
Number one car keeps trying to do something sneaky inside.
Pass it.
No, not the car.
Between second and third. You just saw Roger Miller fight his way back into second place against Sonny Brown. Dr. Dane Ostros still in first place.
What it's about.
Four cars are still in the lead lap.
27 to 1 are gonna.
Lap number 130.
I don't know. Those are the two top drivers.
The first four
Two
cars
others.
are the lead lap cars.
is out. And now, a lap down.
You got red, you got red. Red, folks. Red flags means you try your brakes.
Ronnie Brown loses the lap, goes a
Now
lap
you might as
down.
well just get right in that car and drive it.
First and second place. 27 Dr. Dane Ostrov. Real Estate 1. And 28 is the third place car now.
Those are the first two place cars, and then we drop down to number 28, I think, is, and then number 7. Those cars are all on the lead lap. 7 is off the lap now, I'm sorry.
First place, second place. Car ahead. 28 is in third place. Right there. First, second. The rest of the pack.
Here's a good race for first and second. Dr. Dane Ostrov against Real Estate 1.
Third place car is about to go a lap down. Dr. Dane Ostrov is working on him. And he gets into it. Oh no! No, leader, Roger, the little Real Estate 1. Second place is 27 car.
Here comes Dr. Dane Ostrov again. Lap number 174. Only 2 cars on the lead lap. Number 1 and number 27. Lap number 181. Number 182.
Leader's coming up on traffic. Roger Dual driving number 1. Real Estate 1. Tony National. They take out and pass. Back. Also coming on. And we pass. And they go back again. And the third. National is in the lead. Coming upon back markers. More traffic.
185.
And Tony just spent his with that.
186.
7 Dr. Dane Ostrov
187.
in the lead. Real Estate 1.
What a race,
Second
ladies
place.
and gentlemen. 188 laps completed when it crossed the line. Crossed the line, it'll be 188.
Dylan.
189. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to be the winner of the 13th Grand National.
10 laps to go. Your leaders have a clear track. Will not catch any back markers between now and the finish of the race. So between Dr. Dane Ostrov, Real Estate 1, Tony National, and Roger Newell driving.
8 more laps. 7 more laps.
We will have a fight to the finish.
6 more laps.
Dane Ostrop being chased by Real Estate
5
1. Only
laps.
Neisinger trying to keep Roger Newell at bay. 5 more laps. We have a change to the lead with 4 laps to go. We're down to 3 laps with Roger Newell in the lead. Tony Neisinger chasing him. Can he catch him?
2 laps.
White flag lap coming up. Real Estate 1 leading, followed by Dr. Thane Ostrop. They will catch the traffic at the line, but it is Roger Newell at the finish, followed by Dr. Thane Ostrop.
13 times Roger Newell. Tony Neisinger, second place. What a race, ladies
Tony
and
Neisinger
gentlemen.
there.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I believe the Harley Davidson is here. What a climax to a great day, a great race. Roger Newell, the winner. And now I believe the Harley Davidson is here.
Top 3 cars,
Victory lap, ladies and gentlemen, Roger Newell. Could we have the Real Estate 1 crowd down here, please? Royal Oak Lions Club number 28 was the 3rd car. And of course, Tony Neisinger with the Riverside, California. Dr. Thane Ostrop in 2nd. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Harley Davidson has arrived. You get the Harley, but you don't get the water. That's the Harley Davidson, ladies and gentlemen. The one with the blonde, that's the one that we're wrapping off right here, right now, today. Mike Bruchard is the honorary guard for this raffling of the Harley Davidson.
Longo with it.
Larry, here's all the people. Al Wagner, Harley Davidson Motor Company.
Al Wagner from Harley Davidson and his wife Susan are in the motorcade along with Michael Bruchard, Oakland County Sheriff. We appreciate his involvement. And Deputy Jeff Bruchard. Eastern and was the chair of this event. And of course, many thanks to Bill Chamberlain, the chairman of the Harley Raffle. We will have the and Bruce Hinderlink, the Chief of Police of Berkeley, is also here. He's had a busy weekend himself. And now, I believe we're going to have the pulling winner of the 2002 Harley Davidson.
I want a chance, I want a chance.
Shake him up.
Were you getting the bike? What bike?
Thank you everyone for buying a ticket. Hope you're having a great dream cruise. It's for a great cause and we appreciate you coming out. And we're looking forward to see who gets this because I'm sure they're going to loan it to us.
You can drive it to California if I win.
That's Keith Sternat, the
Come on, make my day.
publisher of the Tribune, to make sure that this is
Looks pretty good, Susan.
code, along with Bill Chamberlain. One ticket flew out, I believe that's mine. That's the winner.
Where's our?
Try it again. Spin it once more.
Okay, last twin of the spin here.
Close your eyes. Take anyone you want. Anyone you want.
Whatever.
And the winner is
Larry? Go ahead.
Pat Neville. Pat Neville is the winner of the Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Oh, too bad you need to be present to win. She's got a telephone number but no address. Wait a second, it's a 1-900 number. He's calling her up right now to tell her of her good fortune. Pat Neville. Ticket number 1278. It's a West Coast number, 517.
No, Saginaw.
Saginaw.
Hello,
they're
Pat.
trying
This
to
is
get in
Bill
touch with the
Chamberlain down
person.
in Royal Oak. We just pulled your name as the winner of a new Harley Davidson Dyno White Glide. Congratulations. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. All right, yeah, we'll make arrangements. We'll call you back. Thanks.
I guess it was the wrong number. Well, thanks everybody for your participation, and of course we really want to thank Harley Davidson for their donation of the bike. And I hope you come back again next year. And now if we could have the lineup of the Real Estate One people over here. Real Estate One, Dr. Thane Ostroff, and of course, if you don't mind, the Royal Oak Lions Club. Let's line them up out here, folks. The winning car right here.
You gotta kneel down.
How much fun did you have today? Like a riot.
These are the three finishers. Of course, in third place was the Royal Oak Lions Club. That was Dwight Smith, the driver from Crestwood, Kentucky. Maureen Elliott representing the Royal Oak Lions Club. And then Dr. Thane Ostroff. Tony Neisinger, the driver from Riverside, California. And the sixth winning competition for Roger Newell from Winona, Minnesota, for Real Estate One. Real Estate One again takes away the big trophy and all the dollars in this 13th annual Give a Christmas year round. Thanks everybody for all your participation, and again we would like to thank the drivers for being out here today and making this one of the best competitions that we have had the good fortune to witness. Go ahead, Eddie. Eddie McCrae, ladies and gentlemen. We've got trophies, we've got plaques.
Hold on, Steve. He didn't hit the dot.
You did not need to be present to win the motorcycle, folks. I was kidding. We've contacted the winner of the motorcycle. Here we go. The trophy presentation right now. The Royal Oak Grand National Sponsors Trophy going to Steve Gillette and the rest of the people at Real Estate One. Congratulations, Steve, and everybody else who participated and is responsible for getting Roger Newell as your driver. First place finish plaque goes to Roger from Winona, Minnesota. Congratulations, Roger. wasn't for that bump on the third from the last lap, Roger, it might have been a different story today.
I think I don't know it. Totally, I think we all realize that. Totally.
And then Tony Neisinger, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from California. What a race, the best final 200 laps that we've ever seen as Roger goes against Tony. And the third place, of course, goes to number 28, Dwight Smith. Dwight, congratulations, all the way from Crestwood, Kentucky. Thanks, everybody. And anybody who wishes to help us tear down this event, we're more than happy to have your help. We are tearing down this event right now, and we need all the volunteers we can. If you feel like helping us out, we would greatly appreciate it. Thanks very much.
That pressure on me with the big money.
Service Club Award, number 28 gets that. The Lions Club. Dwight, you pick up another trophy. Maureen Elliott here from the Service Club, the Royal Oak Lions, is the president of the Royal Oak Lions. And she picks up the trophy for the Lions Club. Thanks, everybody. Brian, thank you. Debbie, thanks.
Now say cheese.